Hi, my fiery, passionate Aries. Welcome to your reading. It's really your birthday reading for, interesting. I guess this would be for May. Though it's your birthday right now. Well, it's going to be your birthday in a couple days, and I wanted to have this ready for you. So, I don't know why, but I'm starting with you. Like I felt called to do Aries, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. All right, by the way, this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Some of you are going to be just intuitively guided. Trust your intuition. Some of you may be just here looking or checking up on an Aries energy. Understand that your guides know that, so you'll receive messages also. So let's get into it. We're going to use 4 different decks. I decided to bring back the major arcanas. We just take a few of these just to give us like an outline of what may be. So we'll bring those in a second. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot to do any clarifying or to go a level deeper like I like to do. And then we're going to use the Psychic Tarot for your main spread. But we're going to begin with Mother Mary, our oracle, words of wisdom. So, let's begin. Seems weird that I'm saying, we're in April. What am I thinking? I'm thinking we're still in March. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that's the life of a tarot reader. You just completely forget time. But don't get mad at me, Taurus. You'll be next. All right, let's begin. Shout out to my friend on his birthday is 22nd of March. All right, optimism. This is when you're really shining. When you're in this type of energy, this is the energy of believing that all can be true, all can be, this is putting your intentions out there and expecting them to come back. Optimism. Well, I expect good things to happen, and they do. I expect good things to happen, and they do. All right, we'll read that from the book at the end of our reading. But let's go ahead and bring in the major. Why does that not want to come up? The major arcana. So these are, I think I've told you before, I don't remember if I took these out of like a whole deck. Why I would do that, I don't know, but I've had them for such a long time, I can't even put a name to them. Part of me wants to call them the True Tarot, but I don't know if that's it. So, let's go ahead and begin this portion. Exactly what I wanted was 3. Alright. We have the Chariot. Interesting because this is the year of the Chariot. 2023 is a universal year, 7. So definitely represented by the Chariot and the Tarot. Great energy because this tells me that you found some type of balance that maybe you've been seeking. This is really when you're using your intention and it's coming back to you. The Chariot to me is, I don't control these, well, they're camels, but I don't control these horses, let's say, by the reins. I control them with my thoughts, my mind. So, it's unlimited potential. Also, card of Cancer, by the way. Well, hello, lovers, neighbors. Card of Gemini. This can talk about a head over heart decision, for sure. But this may also speak of a person. And if it does, there would definitely be passion attached to them. And then we have the World. Interesting. So it looks like a new chapter is ready to open up in your world. That's probably why the Chariot is number 1. Some of you, this could certainly talk about love that's coming into your life. You know, maybe it's coming in Gemini's energy or Gemini's time period. Summertime. So far we got summertime. Summertime, summertime. Alright, so we have the Chariots, we have the Lovers, and we have the World. You know, both the Chariot and the World to me is energy that I've worked towards. Like, I've reached a certain pinnacle, and then the world opens up to me. The next chapter opens up to me. I feel like this is really the most spiritual chapter, or pinnacle, let's say, because it can really last the rest of your life. And then the Chariot, same thing. I found that balance within. That means the balance of the feminine and the masculine, the light and the dark, and really understanding it. And then the Lovers. Wow. It's almost like the reward. Okay. Let's bring in the Psychic Tarot. I've just been in love with the Psychic Tarot lately. I've been using it a lot. You know, I have a membership program where we go live once a week and I answer all your burning questions. There's no limit. The only limit is how long my phone lasts. And if you're interested in that, by the way, just check below. And it'll give you all of the information you need. It doesn't make a commitment. You know, I want you, if you want to do it, to make that commitment. But I do want to give a shout out to, I have a couple in my membership program who are Aries, so I'm going to give a shout out to you. Alright, we're going to shuffle. Make sure I have my deck in the upright. We have the World again. So, definitely signifying that this is happening. Interesting because the World, when you look at it, 21. They could talk about, for some of you, someone you met when you were 21. Could be someone from 21 years ago. But really what I'm looking at is the 2 and the 1 together, which is 3, which is joy. We have new beginnings. Interesting. So this is the Fool's energy. It just means that, you know, the Fool's someone who is going to take a leap of faith. I'm going to take a chance on you. I'm going to take a chance on me. This is someone who, you know, has no need to carry their past baggage with them in the present day moment moving forward. This is about the present day movement. So this change, this next chapter, let's say, I feel like any day. Let's put them under like this. Bring this down a little bit. So that puts the Fool right under the Lovers. That puts the World right under the Chariot, which makes complete sense because the Chariot's mirroring the World over here. I expect good things to happen, and they do. Well, that's exactly where I feel I find you. Look at this. Triumphant success. Ace of Swords. This could certainly talk about some type of communication that is coming your way. You know, I feel like when it's coming through the Ace of Swords, it's truth. Like, it's someone's truth. This could certainly be you speaking your own truth. I feel like this also speaks about, you know, some lessons that you've learned, and what you've gained is your voice. This is when I feel like your thoughts are in harmony. Well, speaking of harmony, there it is. It says harmony. This is the Lovers. Interesting. So you have the Lovers twice. You have the World twice. How your cards are coming out one by one. Truth. This is Judgment. You know, what's it asking you to do? Be honest with yourself. Are you happy? Are you not happy? Is there something you seek? Are you willing to go after it? This is your spiritual team saying, you know, whatever it is that you want to begin, we're behind you. This talks about present day moment, as does the Fool. Synchronicities are crazy already. So your spiritual team wants you in the present moment because signs are coming your way. Signs are always coming your way. But when we're kind of lost in the past, it's hard to recognize those signs. These signs are going to be very clear. I already know it. Especially in the Fool's energy, right? Because again, I've probably rehashed the past. I've looked it over. I've done what I could do with it, right? And I've extracted the wisdom and I've left the rest behind. Are you living your own truth? Jeez. Alright, interesting, because such beautiful cards, and then we get the Three of Swords. However, the Three of Swords is coming below the Ace of Swords. So again, triumphant success over what? Over the Three Swords that pierced your heart. This could talk about 3 separate relationships. Could be with the same person, but then I think that's a repeat pattern, and I gotta look at that. Like, if we can't make it the 3rd time, can we really make it a 4th time? I don't know, maybe. But I feel like this is talking more about the past because it's sitting so closely to the Fool. We shall see. And then we have Power on the bottom of the deck. This is a Strength card. And I love the image here, right? Half man, half lion. In other decks of mine, you'll see like half woman, half lion. You know, it's true balance within. That's what this is about. Finding that balance within. It's taming the beast within. You know, we all have it. It's like becoming the spirit warrior, right? And then it's an 8, so it speaks of a new beginning. Well, everything here is speaking about a new beginning. Just want to peek. Financial and material changes. Alright, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot. And we're just going to go over the whole spread. Give him a cut. And let's begin. So I'm really looking at everything. Alright, we have the 5 of Swords. We have the 7 of Swords. And then we have the Strength card again. Okay, so just from these cards here, what it feels like to me, because we have the Strength card on the bottom of the deck, and that means that that's energy that listen, I don't feel like, you know, the spirit warrior energy ever leaves you. Once you've gained it, once you know that you're that spirit, and once you know that you are the warrior, you never lose that. It's a sense of power within. But I feel like what this is saying is, because we have the Five of Swords, which talks about toxicity around you, can be people, can be a person, can be my own thought system, but it's sitting next to the Seven of Wands, and that's the energy of defending oneself, standing one's ground, and I get this feeling that there was an ending. You know, the Five of Swords, well, it's a 5, so it does speak of change. The 8 speaks of new beginning. So I feel like a lot of you, you know, you're on your way to like really clearing that toxic energy out of your life. All right, let's keep going. It's like the world shows because you deserve it. Because I feel like you've already done the work. Doesn't mean, you know, our spiritual work ends. Because, you know, many of us have a very curious mind as it comes to spirituality, right? I want to know more and more and more and more and more. If it's okay. You know? Look at this. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Independent success. Independent, or what do I want to say? Successful self-employment. You know, I often feel like when this reading comes up, and I have a feeling we are talking about, in one part, lovers. I feel like sometimes when there's a breakup, a split, you know, it's hard, no doubt, right? But sometimes I feel like it leads us to like our soul's true desire, and I'm talking about our soul's desire. You know, like what our soul wants to accomplish. Some of you may not have reached this pinnacle yet, but it's showing for you. Well, hello, Ace of Pentacles. Well, hello. I mean, from the 9 of Pentacles, then you add an ace, that brings us to the 10 of Pentacles, which is the house of abundance. Some of you, you know, you're starting at the beginning, but this is showing you, you know, if you put your focus on something, whether it be work, your creativity, or even love, whatever it may be, that you can build it to true success. The Ace of Pentacles speaks about, to me, like something that's coming into your physical world. This is something that's tangible. You know, this fool's able to use this ace and grow quite a garden from it. And I can't help just think of the 9 of Pentacles and then the Ace of Pentacles as the 10 of Pentacles. Now, maybe that's not right now. Alright, we have the 7 of Swords. And then we have Temperance. Card of Sagittarius, by the way. This is about divine timing. Temperance's biggest lesson is patience. Having patience for things that need to develop. Things that need to end. You know, not always, if this is talking about, let's say, love. Sometimes it's other people's energy where they're ending something, right? They're closing doors. And Temperance says it serves you to allow them to close that door and then come into your life. Temperance says you don't have to worry about when and how. Just know, right? I expect good things to happen, and they do. Can't help but repeat that, with Temperance coming right over these lovers. All in due time. but the right time. It's interesting, we have the Seven of Swords here also, which can be untrustworthy energy, but it's also a 7, so spirituality. It's good to talk about someone who has gone from, like, I don't know, I feel like saying a life that maybe I'm not that proud of, or I wasn't that proud of, to a life where now I look back and I see my accomplishments. I see what I've overcome. I'm saying overcome this energy, the Seven of Swords energy, because the Strength card is there, and then triumphant success, it's coming over. So someone's cleared some energy. By the way, I don't know why I'm thinking of this, but I found an old twin flame reading on my computer. I was just cleaning my computer yesterday, and for some reason I hadn't uploaded it. So I didn't listen to all of it, but I listened to bits and pieces of it, and I thought, I got to put this reading back. I got to put this reading out. So I'm also putting that reading out. Why I'm saying that is just because you have 2 lovers, right? 2 lovers card. So some of you are going to relate back to that reading. I feel like nothing, like anything I do, I feel like even if I don't even understand why I'm doing it, it comes to me, like it shows me, like my team, my spiritual team will give me the clarity I need over that. But for some of you, I feel like it's maybe relating to you. Okay. We have, hello, 2 of Wands. So you're taking this Ace of Pentacles. Again, something's coming into your physical world, and I feel like you're saying yes. And interesting, because Judgment, your spiritual team, is like, we're going to help you step by step. We're going to guide you. It's not even that you need help, because I feel this is like very uplifting type energy. But still, we're going to help guide you. So you don't need any fear as it relates to that. 2 of Wands to me is a yes. 10 of Wands over that 3 of Swords. It's interesting because this may be someone you don't even know. Again, it's probably a soulmate or even a twin flame, but maybe you haven't been with them in this lifetime. Maybe you have, but maybe you haven't been at the same time. And I'm saying that because I feel like the 3 of Swords with the 10 of Wands over it, I feel like this is energy that I want to give away. I want to get rid of. 10 of Swords talks about a very heavy, responsible period in your life. This can be the energy where you tend to put everything on your back, right? On your shoulders. You carry the weight for the world. Sometimes you're not meant to. I feel like the person in the 10 of Wands many times is almost hoping for a tower. And I feel like because it's coming over 3 of Swords, this is probably energy that maybe you've hung on to for a little while. That was hard to clear. And it doesn't mean like the remnants of it won't remain, like the essence, but the effects of it. You know what I mean? Especially if this is talking about a lover coming into your life. I don't feel like this energy with the 10 of Wands and the 3 of Swords is I just don't feel like it has anything to do with what's coming in. Well, let's keep going. Well, hello, Knight of Pentacles, your guardian angel. Another card of patience. This is the slowest moving knight, but it's a knight of loyalty. I feel like if some of you, if that's your fear, like, I've been with these people who have cheated on me, stole from me, what have you. If you don't allow that to become how do I say this? I don't want to say your problem, because I guess it is your problem, but or it's a problem. But I don't feel in any way is that meant to move forward. And I'm saying that because the Knight of Pentacles speaks of the right timing, right? I come in at the right time, not before, not after. Well, what's the right time here? I have a feeling once I'm cleared of this energy. And then your spiritual team again. So to me, this is verifying that it is your spiritual team that is sending in this ace. You have two aces, but sending in this Ace of Pentacles in particular, because this puts you on a different path. This puts you on a natural path of the wands, where you should feel very, very comfortable. This is where your desires like rule the day. You're passionate about it, and again, it may be step by step. I almost feel like this is coming out saying your spiritual team is very, very proud of you for many different reasons, for what you have accomplished, for what you have overcome, for just the way you look at life now compared to maybe how you used to look at it. You know, and that's just growth. It's not judgment, it's just growth. So, you know, some of you, I feel like this is a very particular guide who's sending in this ace. Maybe it's almost like a matchmaker. And, you know, like usually someone's like matchmaking, you're like, no, thank you. But this seems like a spiritual match. So I feel like this is a yes, thank you. Hello, Four of Wands. This is the marriage card. By the way, I started making my cards. I'm starting with an oracle deck, and it is about love. Just because love comes out in all my readings. So that I figured that's the first thing. I have like 20 cards done, so I'm getting there. I was having a hard time finding an artist, so I thought I'm just going to do it myself. That's the Virgo in me. Anyway, I don't know why I'm saying that. Well, I'm saying that because last night I was working on this card. I called it the marriage card, the proposal card, the commitment. You know what I love about the Four of Wands is this talks about a relationship where two people truly couldn't imagine their life without the other at this point. Now, maybe I have been with this person before. Listen, I feel like if anything, many of you have been with someone in a past life. But this lifetime, even if I had been with someone, I feel like, and if it's truly what I want, I feel like their energy has been cleared. And if not, there's your answer. But this is beautiful partnership. And look what it's mirrored by. The Knight of Pentacles. I can trust this knight. So connected to the lovers, but also so connected to your spiritual team. And then the Knight of Wands, which is the perfect knight for you. This talks about, this can be fast-moving energy, by the way. So, you know, it can be, I close one door and boom, like this ace just shows. Whoa. But I feel like if it shows, you're ready for it. This isn't about something that shows that you're not ready for. I don't feel that. You know, it's interesting because, like, we're not getting the Eight of Swords and that type of energy. I feel like you've cleared that. And good for you. And maybe you're still clearing it. Good for you. Like, you know, give yourself a spiritual pat on the back. So this night brings in desire and passion, fire, heading right to the Four of Wands. Partnership, commitment, love. I feel like in the Four of Wands, it is the highest form of love. I really do. Two knights mirroring each other, by the way. You know, a slow-moving knight, a fast-moving knight. No wonder this knight is at the end of the reading, right? Because first this, right? The right timing. I know it's speaking about this Ace of Pentacles. Some of you may have been independent for quite a while. And you may be moving into a partnership. Alright, I'm not quite ready for it to end. I think what I want to look at with the Two of Swords. Okay, so I just wanted to look at this kind of heavy energy. Two Swords. You know, potentially could block an opportunity. Potentially, in the Two Swords, the blindfold that I wear can be something that I'm fearful to face. But I feel like facing it is the answer. Because I feel like the blindfold only makes it bigger and scarier than it really is. Whoa, we got a lot of cards. We shall take them. Come on. Hello, lovers. I mean, what are we going to do? Are we going to deny it? Unless someone's got triple Gemini in them. Wow. I do have Gemini moon. But, wow. The Magician. The Manifester. Someone may have a life path 1 or a personal year 1. And if that's the case, you're here to manifest something. Do I think it's love? Well, I don't think it's just love, because the Nine of Pentacles talks about success within your finances, within your creative house. Even if someone didn't believe in you, it's like, you know, the proof is in the pudding. The Magician. You know, the Magician is also the Fool's greatest teacher. And the Magician teaches the Fool that along this new path, this new journey you're about to begin, don't let fear rule you. This is about understanding that everything you need for this next pinnacle in your life, you already have. Wisdom, faith, intuition. You know, which is the second person the Fool meets, is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess reminds the Fool that I am your GPS in this lifetime. I was going to say your TomTom, your Magellan. We have the Five of Wands, and then we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands to me matches right back to the energy of optimism. Interestingly, with the Five of Wands before that, because that can talk about a lot of ego type energy, battling. This is the energy where nobody wants to back down. But it does speak of change, right? Not serving me to stay in it. Like, you know, they're not going to back down. I'm not going to back down. Well, then this just could go on for the rest of our lives. Maybe that's what the Knight of Pentacles is saying. Sometimes, you know, you do have the energy of standing your ground. But in the same breath, you got to know what is worth fighting for. And what's just worth leaving. Because it is a 5, change. Okay, but then it's followed up by optimism. So, I'm not going to leave that there. Let's look at Temperance. That's connected to the Lovers, but also connected to the world with Page of Swords. So, certainly could be communication. You know, and I feel like not just communication from another person, though I do feel like that is the case. Also feel like it's about your own voice, your own communication. Maybe some of you use your voice as a living, right? It's how you make your living. You know, maybe it's from your wisdom. Maybe you're helping others to overcome the things that you've had to overcome. And for some of you, it's just like raw talent. Why am I saying raw talent? I don't know. You know, if the page is not from someone of your past, then the page talks about what's in the atmosphere. So sometimes I can feel it, like I almost feel like I'm going to receive this call before the call comes in. But let's keep going. King of Cups. I love you, baby. I want to be with you. You know, as the King of Cups goes in the upright, this is really someone who loves being in love, who appreciates love, appreciates partnership. You know, let's not forget, well, I mean, we have 3 lovers here, but the synchronicities are pretty crazy, but in a good way. So this king comes, you know, really looking for love, really looking for that forever after, forevermore. Some of you, this could be communication coming from a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Certainly doesn't have to be that, though. I feel like someone helps change your outlook, or you help change. Maybe you change. You each help change your future outlook in the best of ways. Okay, I just want to ask a question, and my question was about all the lovers. We have the 9 of Cups, and I feel like what I want to do actually, because I want to, you know, that's a lot of lovers, and I want to get into it a little bit. You have a lot of spiritual help here at the same time, though. Ace of Pentacles, something's coming into your physical world. If I'm worried about my finances, or if I'm on the right path, it says as long as you put your focus on it, you're going to grow it. No need to worry about it. Alright, but let's look at the lovers. Here's the Fool. Free and clear. Just means my energy is free and clear. And then the Lover's here. Alright. So, how did they come out? Okay. This is the first Lovers. This, I believe, was the second one. The third one. And I don't know why I kept out the 9 of Cups, but I did. You know, it's interesting because we had the 9 of Pentacles, and that can talk about one of these lovers who have really been concentrating on their pentacles, on building success for themselves. And then we may have the other lover who, same thing, but I feel like this is about enjoying life, enjoying my life. You know, 2 9s, independent energy, right? Single, let's say. This is about inner harmony in the 9 of Cups. So it would make perfect sense, like when the Knight of Pentacles says the right timing. Well, this would be the right timing, because this is inner harmony. All right. Let's bring out the Luminous Tarot, and let's just go around it. Alright, let's give him a cut. The High Priestess. Your intuition. You know, lately I've been like called to like the Akashic Records, and reminded that everything and everyone and every situation is written. It's already written. There's nothing that we are going through or going to go through that we haven't already been through. That's where the spirit warrior in us comes out. The humanist doesn't recognize it all the time. The high priestess. The world. I mean, come on. Hello, Destiny. Okay. This tells me that this path that you're moving on is part of your destiny. So, and what that means to me is it's part of your soul's... It's one of the adventures your soul really wanted to have in this lifetime. And I have to tell you, many times when I feel like it's a soul's desire, it's not the only desire our soul has. Sometimes our soul wants to like really open up our creative house and see how far we can take it, right? This is about each of the soul's desires that we have before we come to life, but one of them, or to this lifetime, come on, one of them is definitely talking about a special type of love. I also say that because sometimes it doesn't happen like, when we expect that type of love to happen, in our 20s. Sometimes it doesn't happen till we're 50. Didn't happen to me until I was in my 50s. Doesn't mean I didn't have love in my life. All right. We have the Page of Wands. Interesting how we saw 2 pages, right? This is probably you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I feel like it's you. And it can be you of a younger time, even an earlier lifetime. There's no way these people these lovers didn't have previous lives together. I just know they did. And then we have the Queen of Cups. I find this interesting because we had the King of Cups, right? It was one of the last cards in the last spread. I kind of want you to forget about the sign, though for some of you it could certainly be water, or earth. But really what it's showing is like-minded people. Because both the Queen and the King appreciate love. It's when they feel happiest. Doesn't mean I have to have love. But it is when I feel happiest. This Queen's coming right under the wheel. These 2 people were just meant to be together. Does that mean it has to be? Well, no, because you have free will. Jeez. All right. We have Justice. It's interesting because I'm thinking, well, first of all, it's a card of Libra. It is a card of balance. But I also feel like it is, it's interesting because I feel like the 5 of Swords, that 10 of Wands, I feel like I could have spent some time with a karmic partner. And don't regret that because, listen, when you learn from that, you learn that for eternity. Like if I have any karma that I had to pay off, I want to pay it off. Because I don't want to come into my next lifetime with that same karma. Certainly, some of you could have been married and divorced. And maybe coming back around again. Then we have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Libra and Gemini already on the board. I wasn't going to take all these, but I'm going to take them. Knight of Wands again. Interesting, we go from from the page to the Knight under the world. Let's just take these right across. Wow, there's a lot. Hello, Fool. Alright, we have the Three of Wands. Interesting. I'm not going to read reversals, though. Though I should read this in reverse. It did come in reverse. The Three of Swords. Why? I think my deck was in reverse. Nine of Cups again. Definitely overcoming those three swords. No doubt. I have no doubt. I have no doubt. And I feel like what I've replaced the Three of Swords with is the Three of Wands. Maybe I used to be in that energy where I expect bad things to happen, and damn it, they do. But now I'm changing the way I look at life. Knight of Swords. Nine of Swords. And look at this, the Nine of Pentacles. It's funny, I feel like there's someone out there saying, I put so much time and effort into my creative house. When I say creative house, that can be like working with your hands, working from home. That can be working, you know, for the man, whatever it may be. This, to me, puts you on top, right? Like, you have the wisdom. But then the Nine of Swords before that puts a little worry over that, you know, and I feel like simply someone may be saying to themselves, you know, I've done so well for myself. Do I want to take a chance in love? Nine of Swords is unnecessary worry. All right, I want to look at, I know this reading is going to go on forever. All right, Six of Cups. Well, Six of Cups speaks of treasured memories, joyful memories. When I think of, can be a person, of course, person from your past. We do have 2 pages. And then we do have the King and the Queen. So, you know, the maturity of. But this can speak of a time of where I do have happy memories. And maybe that's what I should focus on. And we're going to take one more. Two more. Hello, Ace of Cups. Come on. Unconditional love. You know, I feel like this talks about a love that can really withstand all the challenges that life may throw at us. And then the Star. Your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes. And manifesting them. I expect good things to happen. And baby, they do. They do. To me, this is a great love reading. But it's not just love. It's talking about your life, and it's talking about what you've overcome. And I feel like you've overcome a lot. Because I feel like now we're moving into a much more optimistic time period for you. And that energy alone, I feel like, is going to start producing ace after ace after ace. The Star. It is about your dreams. But it is also about you. You know, I feel like it's 50-50 here. Right? If I help manifest it, like if I take care of my own garden, I water and nurture my own seeds, they're going to sprout. They're going to blossom. If I don't, they're just going to crumble up and fly away. I don't know. Some of you may have been wishing, or vice versa, or maybe both at the same time, like thinking of someone, and it's almost like I start with wondering, what would it be like if we were together now? And your spiritual team is like, hang on, I'm going to show you. I expect good things to happen, and they do. It's the last time I'm going to say that, except I am going to read Optimism. Optimism. This card counsels you to look for blessings within your present situation, no matter how dire it seems. What have you learned from it? In what ways are you stronger now? As you see the current blessings, you attract more into your life. Mother Mary guides you to approach your life from a standpoint of gratitude. Optimism is a form of faith and trust in God. Studies show that optimistic people enjoy many health benefits. You can develop this trait by praying, God, please let me see this situation through your eyes. You'll unveil the light and love that currently reside within this situation. Be optimistic about your future, as it is created by your present moment decisions and actions. You are the seed planter. I know I wasn't going to say it again, but I feel like one more time. I expect good things to happen, and therefore they do. That's the seed I'm planting. All right, guys. I'm going to leave it there. It's very interesting how I did your reading. I'm thinking that we're moving into April. We're already in April. We're moving into May. But you were still the first reading. Taurus is going to be like, Sandy. But listen, I go strictly by my intuition. So I feel like maybe you needed it. All right, I'm going to stop talking. I just want to thank you guys, though, quickly, because I have so much gratitude for you and just for you being part of my channel. I welcome anyone who's new. I hope that you found some clarity here. I thank my subscribers who, whether you're new or you've been with me for years, I couldn't do it without you. I mean, what would be the sense, right? I mean, I truly love doing this and bringing it to you. I thank you for your donations. It is work. It is a lot of hard work. And it's interesting because some people leave, very seldom, but some people leave like the most rudest comments when I think to myself, well, if you thought it was so bad, why did you watch the whole reading? What are you even doing here? You know what I mean? And that's someone who is coming from a pessimistic mind. Not you, right? Optimism. It's the name of the game. All right, but anyway, so I thank you for your donations. I thank you for sharing the videos also. Sometimes you're helping other people and you may not even know it. Like maybe you put it on your Facebook and 10 people are like, oh my God, that was perfect timing. So, thank you. Thank you in every single way. Thank you to my members. And thank you for just letting me read the way that I read. I love you. By the way, I did put a post out where, I don't know if you guys remember, but I did 2 separate readings where you're really testing your intuition. I'm giving you a situation and then I want you to, through your intuition, figure it out. You know what I mean? They're just like a little test because the more you use your intuition, the stronger it becomes. Think of it as a muscle. The more I use it, the stronger it becomes. And the stronger it becomes, I do feel like the easier my life gets, Anyway, Ace of Cups is just pouring love down on you. I love you guys. I will see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.